I've been an eBay seller for many, many years, but not until this year did I set up an eBay store. I'm going to be talking a little bit about the eBay store as well as the seller interface for those sellers who've actually subscribed to eBay's kind of semi-premium services. So basically on eBay, there's a couple ways to list items for sale. One is just as an ordinary personal seller, and then the other one is as like a seller or a vendor. And in my case, I had an existing account, which I changed to the name of my company. You can see it up here, Easy Genie. And then I subscribed to one of their premium plans. And basically, if you subscribe to the premium plan, it gives you a bunch of other different options to manage your store and your listings. And importantly, it gives you access to a store. And this is an eBay store. This is actually my eBay store. So this is much different than what I had before as an individual seller. And before I had individual listings. They were kind of scattered all over the place. But the eBay store brings everything together. It looks pretty nice. Let me blow it up a little bit so it's easier to see. And basically, there's a couple elements that you get if you subscribe to one of these plans. The first is, of course, the fact that you have a store with its own URL. You can see that up here, and you choose the name of the store. So in my case, I chose Easy Genie. That's the name of my brand, and it was available, so I took that. I can add a banner to the store. I can add a logo to the store. And importantly, I can also fill in the About area. So it shows like a brief description of my company, marketing copy that I had somewhere else in this video. It's about a 17-second video and basically shows kind of someone using the products that we sell. Then there's some information about the store policies here. And then also there's a feedback tab where people can see the feedback that I've gotten over the years, and it's actually pretty good feedback. So I'm happy with that. The store plans, there's a bunch of different plans that are available for in order to access a seller store. I'm paying the lowest priced one. It works out to about $60 a year or $8 a month if you pay month to month. And it just makes it a little bit easier to manage everything that you have. This is a much better interface than the individual interface for managing listings. One important thing about listings, let's see here, active listings. So I looked for a long time for a way to integrate my Shopify listings with eBay. So basically, I wouldn't have to create new listings manually. Unfortunately, the integrations that are available, Shopify used to have one, it deactivated it. And then there's also some other third-party listing tools out there. I looked into them; they just didn't seem like they're that good, or they're buggy for some reason, or stuff doesn't carry over, or there's some support problem. And the Shopify eBay integration was discontinued maybe a year ago. So unfortunately, I had to manually recreate listings on eBay, which I didn't like. However, there is the ability to integrate your shipping settings with Shopify if you use Flexport. And Flexport is the old Shopify fulfillment network. I have separate videos about that. So that makes it much easier for me to set up fulfillment. So I didn't have to manually create new fulfillment rules for all of my listings. It basically just imports them from what I already created for Shopify, and this is managed through Flexport. So that's a plus of this. There's other features too. One thing about the store actually is it tells you tasks that you have to complete. So it says add featured listings to keep hot items front and center. Highlight your best categories. So there's other things that they want me to do. So I might get into that to update my eBay store and my listings. But overall, I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing right here. This was a little bit easier to set up than something like Etsy, which I've also been running for a while. And of course, it's a lot easier to set up than Shopify, which, as you know, while it's very feature rich and lots of things that you can do with selling online, some of the things are a little bit hard to handle. And I have to say that eBay, despite sometimes their technology that ordinary people use is kind of primitive looking, their store technology and their vendor technology is pretty impressive. So I'm happy with that so far. Knock on wood. This is Ian from Lean Media. If you want to learn more about me or my advice for eBay or Amazon or Shopify or Etsy or whatever, go to leanmedia.org. Thank you so much for watching.